welcome to another episode of CWN Sports. Your sports your way all the time. Well, last night we had an awesome night in sports, but however, we have an awesome main event. WWE superstar Seth Rollins talks a generation almost lost, now running WWE as the main event set for tonight. Talking about WWE, John Cena is scheduled to complete at a WWE live event in Shanghai, China on September the 10th. Additionally, there is no mention of Cena being advertised for anything involving Backlash. On a related note, Cena Fox show American Grit has been renewed for a second season despite disappointing ratings. It's expected that John Cena will be taking more time off from WWE television to film. When WWE also announced that the WWE brand split, fans were divided in their opinions. Some online complained that the last WWE brand split was a complete failure, while others pointed out that the last WWE brand split actually created new stars like Sheamus, Dolph Ziggler, and Daniel Bryan. The second idea, where the idea for this new WWE brand split is focused between WrestleZone, reported that Vince McMahon said, where am I? I think I lost my voice. Oh, there it is. Pandora of a new talent from NXT almost made it necessary. Now, Vince McMahon pointed out that the last brand split was working great until they ran out of talent. He then pointed to the great work that Triple H has done with the NXT, pointing out all the talent was developed. And he said that there is no way for the WWE to exploit all that new, pretty much copyright property without going to two brands to maximize it. The effects of the WWE brand split was pretty much seen pretty immediately. The WWE title went to SmackDown, where Dean Ambrose was made to look like a big deal, while he has been a third wheel of the former Shield members for the last year, moving him to SmackDown while keeping Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns on Raw allows Ambrose to step out of their shadows. In fact, that the first SmackDown was live of the new WWE era opened with everyone in the ring, followed by Ambrose coming out on his own, showed how big this move could be for the careers of the men like Ambrose, and even bigger for the brand split was happened on Monday Night Raw. It is interesting that Wrestling Inc. reported that Cesaro complained about going to Raw since SmackDown Live, where the wrestling was going to be, and then seeing what happened on the two shows. Monday Night Raw saw Finn Balor in his first ever appearance on the main roster win a fatal 4-way, and then pinned Roman Reigns cleanly to get into the main event at SummerSlam for the new WWE Universal title. Sasha Banks, a huge fan favorite in the women's division, won the women's title on Monday Night Raw after the brand split in one of the best matches of the entire week. Sasha Banks, as the new Divas champion, Seth Rollins is facing Finn Balor for the WWE Universal title, and Dean Ambrose defending his WWE title against Dolph Ziggler. Of all people, is truly a new era for the WWE. And I can't wait till I see what goes on next. UFC 201, which is headlined by the UFC welterweight title fight between Robbie Lawler and Tyron Woodley, and the women's strawweight clash between Rose and Karolina airs live on the pay-per-view from Phillips Arena in Atlanta on Saturday, July the 30th at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and 7 p.m. Pacific Time. There's going to be a lot of matches, and we'll be posting every single match in the comments below. TNA news, according to the latest issue of Wrestling Observer, oh, sorry about that, it's late at night, well, it's technically early in the morning, 5:28, which I'm recording at, so give me a break, breaking off that kitty cat bar kind of deal. TNA President Dixie Carter was only at the first day of the last set of the TV tapings because she's leaving for a vacation in Africa. Now, Carter reportedly shot all her Impact Wrestling content in one day. In a related news, TNA has officially announced the next set of Impact Wrestling TV tapings, which will take place from August 11th through the 14th and August 16th through the 17th in Orlando. However, you can still purchase tickets, and below, in the description below, you'll see all the dates and doors open, everything else. In racing yesterday, there was a scary moment at the pit row underneath the second caution of Friday's ARCA Racing Series event at Ponco Raceway. There was a brake line failure led to Gustin overshooting his pit stall and spin around on the pit road in his number 98 Gree-Cullen Products Chevrolet. In doing so, then collected one of his tire changers and his jackman. While the tire changer, Pedro Martinez, was quickly able to get back on his feet, jackman Joe House was down on the ground for several moments. He got up after a medical crew has fitted him with a neck brace and helped him up. House was transported from the track for further evaluation, while Martinez was checked and released from the infield care center. Listen, there's no advertisements this morning. We're going to just cut it on through just because I have a major announcement for you. And I want to get it done before 30 minutes is up. Alrighty, good games last night. Caught a couple of them. I caught the New York Mets game. That was a good game. Can't remember which one. The other one I caught. Pretty good games last night, to tell you the truth. It's hard to talk about every one of them just because there was an awesome movie on following the game. But y'all ready for the Major League Baseball scores? Here we go. Lester keeps Mariners in check, yielding 4 hits and 6 shortcut innings for the win. So the Cubs made it out with the win on home with the win at 12-1. Blue Jays versus the Orioles. Orioles retired last 13. Blue Jays cannot guarantee a win. Blue Jays did come out with a win, 6-5. Indians versus Athletics, 3-run Indian comeback. Indians did win 5-3. Cardinals versus the Marlins. Man, that was a good game. Cardinals came out with a win, 11-6. It was a sad day for the Houston Astros. 7 hitters in the game drove in multiple runs for the Tigers. Tigers went home with a win, 14-6. A very sad day for the Mets because the Rockies came out with a win, 6-1. New York Yankees versus the Rays. An awesome game. Rays came out with a win, 5-1. Braves versus the Phillies. Great game. Jenkins kept the Phillies subdued, yielding 1 run in the 6 strong innings for the win, 2-1. Rangers versus the Royals. Awesome game. Texas Rangers won 8-3. Brewers versus the Pirates. Man, I don't know if this was a good game or a bad game because the Brewers came out with a win, 3-1. The White Sox versus the Twins. Tell you what, I thought the White Sox was going to win this one, but the Twins did pull it out of the park with a win, 2-1. Red Sox versus the Angels, awesome game. The final score was 6-2. Yeah, the Sox won that one. LA Dodgers versus the Diamondbacks. Dodgers went home with a win, 9-7. National versus the Giants. Nationals turned a triple play in the 8th. Their final score, 4-1. And of course, we're looking at now the bad news for the Padres. Reds turned 4 double plays, and the Reds did come out with the win, 6-0. Man, great day in the ball game today, huh? Now let's talk about today's games, and let's see what is happening on this one. I feel sorry for the Blue Jays because they have to go against the Orioles, and of course the Cubs meet up with the Mariners. Nationals, you're facing the Giants. Those darn Yankees is facing the Rays today. Athletes versus the Indians. Of course, there is a rivalry game today. Phillies versus the Braves. Cardinals versus the Mariners. Of course, there is another rivalry game. White Sox versus the Twins. Then we have those darn Astros going to be facing off with the Tigers. Pirates versus the Brewers. There is another rivalry game. Rockies versus the Mets. And the two R's that's meeting together each other today. The Royals versus the Rangers. There's an awesome game going to be played today. The Reds versus the Padres. And of course, there's another rivalry game. Red Sox versus the Angels. Then lastly, Diamondbacks versus the Dodgers. Like I said, there's really no way that, technically I forgot to put down the main event. Oh well, must not been as much important because it's talking about Seth Rollins. He's running his mouth about the generation almost lost that is currently running the WWE. Seth Rollins need to be careful what he says because, well, they can cut him off pretty quickly. Just like a couple other superstars that we know of. Well, that's it for me. Hashtag me CWN Sports. But first, what is the awesome news? Let me tell you what's up. We're on iTunes, ladies and gentlemen, CWN Sports. And our brand new podcast website has launched. You can get that off of extremechrisrail.com. Look on the left-hand part of the side of the screen, and you will see a link up to our podcast page. So if the podcast is not listed, you can get it on our page. Completely for free for a limited time. Only kind of deal. We are thinking about going into paid subscriptions just because it's what's best for business. And we got to make some money to run this place. Another thing, I got me a second. Apparently, I got a second job coming up. So we're gonna do some late night recordings and post it the next day, just like today. Just I have to get some money to buy the equipment that I need to run this awesome website, extremechrisrail.com. Get some better equipment up in here and stuff like that, even video cameras. I know you're tired of seeing what's behind me. Alright, y'all rather see a white background or a newsroom. So cut me a little bit of slack. We'll catch you later with the scores of Major League Baseball. We're only going to do Major League Baseball later on today, just because today is Saturday and I'm not supposed to be working Saturday or Sunday. Give me a break. But since y'all cool, I want to make it every day for y'all. At least try to. Alright, that's it for me. I will see you later on today. on CWN Sports.